Is that native email on the
Yes.
on the device?
Which, don't jump ahead.
Okay.
So nice segue, if that was planned. Let's talk about the native pin functionality. So the first thing, obviously, people want to know about is email. Give me an idea of what the new email client looks like. So this is what the new email client will look like. Pretty standard. You have your inbox list on the left there. On the right is your, the other way around, but on the other side is the contents, whatever highlighted message you have. Of course, that highlighted message will be in full HTML email, so if there is content, you obviously will get the visual pulled across. You'll notice on the left and right side, we do have some icons that actually have some specific purposes. So if you look at the left side navigator, the top obviously is the search. And we're trying to bring the search that we have on the device into the Playbook. So it actually is a pretty nice search functionality. You can put in a criteria, and then you can go and, by system or checkbox, limit the search or reduce the search, so you're really getting a more granular way of searching that information. The next icon down is my ability to switch between the accounts I have. Yes? So the question is this, or can it be connected to a corporate server? So yeah, that will actually, there'll be the next, not the next one, the last presentation that Troy is speaking on will talk about the server piece to the Playbook solution. So my device is connected to my corporate email as well as personal, so I have both a corporate and personal identity on this, utilizing the bridge functionality, yes. So the icon beneath it is the ability for me to switch to accounts. Sorry, yes.
In line with that question, without using like actual Bez infrastructure, what about connecting to like the Exchange ActiveSync with the 2.0?
So the question was, without connecting to a Blackberry server, what are we connecting to?
Well, are you able to connect to like Exchange ActiveSync?
Oh, are we able to connect to Exchange ActiveSync? So actually, yeah, we're still, we've got a couple protocols that we're narrowing down on what it's going to be able to connect to, so we're investigating that now. Can't give you a defined answer there, but we will have a solution for whatever system you're using. So that secondary button there, which I'm having trouble getting to this button, but allows me to switch between all of my connected accounts. So if I have a work account, a personal account, or even connected to maybe a LinkedIn or other system, I'll be able to then separate. So I can get to a granular look, or of course the all look, where I can see all the messages regardless of what service is coming in on. And then the final, the bottom icon is the ability for me to create messages. On the right side, going down the list here, this is just really for that message view, so I have the ability to make the message full screen. So if I prefer to be in a full screen mode the entire time, I have that ability, and then from the full screen I can go back and forth between messages down the list. There's reply to all, forward, I can flag follow up, I can toggle my message from read to unread, as well as file and of course delete. So to give you a look at, this is the actual inbox. You'll see that I have my all account, but if I click that, I can see my personal as well as my corporate, and kind of get granular.
Actually, we can't see it.
Oh, no, you can't see that. Yes, you can't just trust them? What's wrong with you? Let me try that again. So there we go. So this is my my inbox.
Awesome.
You can click on a message, it displays that message.
Yeah.
iPhone things. Displays that message. The button that switches between accounts. You see that I have my work account, personal account, and then I can do
very nice.
each one if I want.
Oh, that's slick.
Look at the folder structure there, or get into that all view. And then, of course, new message. I do have the lookup feature, as well as when I click in the body, I do have the ability to create some pretty good emails. So bold, underline, attach, information, all that. So, and also give you a little kind of glimpse of the search. So there's the search functionality. I can put in a search. And then from the filters, I can go and kind of filter whether it's read or unread, if it's to a particular person, it was received, there's an attachment, it happened yesterday. I mean, I can get really very granular in that search functionality. Any questions about, yes?
Now, did you mention that your mail here, this will still be bridged from your BlackBerry?
No, this is not being bridged. This playbook is independent. It's doing a IPP connect to get my mail.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't bridged in a while, so while I'll still have the ability to bridge, this is not my bridged email. This is the native, Bluetooth is not even on. So this is the native, independent email file. Yes?
This video is going to be
So the question is, when I click on a message, so if I click on that, it will actually show that it should show that it's read, but I can switch over here to just toggle it back to unread, and it will put it back to an unread state. So that's how, if I click on another one, it still shows it, it still marks it as read. Yeah. Via the bridged application. Yeah, I'd have to look at that. So the question was that the action I just did, once I've marked it, that I mark it unread and move away from it, it still makes it read. But it obviously is addressed in the native client, but apparently still having some issues with the bridged version. So you're looking at it. Yes, thanks, Steve.
So when you do the native client, you download it, capture it, edit it, download it,
So the question is, within the native client, if I download an attachment, is it saved to the playbook or is it saved to the device? In the native client, it is saved to the playbook in the bridge or in the corporate balance section. So it's part of the corporate perimeter of balance. So yes, it would be saved to the playbook, but in that secure zone. Yes, up front. Can I resize the text? I haven't tried it.
Can you zoom in before you click?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can. Yeah, so I guess I can double tap or two finger resize, but not change the text from a global standpoint. But that, I know that has been a requested feature, and I know that that's on the blackboard to get working. So, yeah. Yes, sir. So the question is, if I have an existing BlackBerry account, do I have to have a separate account for Playbook? To activate the email? No. With your existing BlackBerry account, we're allowing you to connect an additional device to your email. So you have a BlackBerry today, you're getting an email, I can connect my Playbook to the same account, and it's covered under that same account and still connecting. So we're not having that issue of one device, one account. You can have multiple devices connected to that account.
So what process
What process it is to connect the Playbook? And I don't know if we're left. Or no, we didn't. Are you getting into that, Nurse?
I don't have a lot of
Okay. There will be a process to connect. It won't be Bluetooth. You'll actually register your Playbook against the server to activate it. So it would be a registration process that you do to get the Playbook up and running. But there will be no Bluetooth there's no, you don't have to do anything to your device to get it working. It's completely independent. The beds, there has to be some protection, but I don't know exactly what the beds admin has to do to make sure that they can, but I think that there are a couple options that they can get connected. So the question was, does the beds admin need to get involved to activate the playbook? There are some things they have to do, but for the most part, if you can make them static, and then users can register the playbook without intervention. Yes. Yes, all playbooks today have their own PIN number. Even your playbooks you have now have a PIN number. So we good on email? Any other questions? And just like I said, that 5 people. Go ahead.
So how will the policy be looked up?
How will the policies be pushed to the playbook? It would, so the Trojan is the server piece. There will be a server layer that you'll be able to push policies to your device, to the Blackberry device, or to the playbook, or to both, or however you want to configure that. You'll have a nice interface to manage your entire environment. Yes?
What's the timeline for Playbook with the wireless chip? And
Timeline for playbook
with the wireless chip?
with like the 4G.
Yeah.
So the question is, what is the timeline for the 4G playbooks? The last word I got was very early next year. Is going to be the 4G playbooks will be released. So they would be.
Will you be able to use it as a phone device?
Would you be able to use it as a phone?
Right.
The 4G playbooks, I don't think the first evolution will not, but that's something that's been being investigated. So that is the native email piece. Oh, yes.
I'm just
I almost
curious,
got to the next slide. Go ahead.
what version of Bez are you running on that? And is there, like, if you're still on 4, do you have to migrate to 5? Like, I'm just curious, what's the requirement for the Bez to be hooking the playbooks onto it?
So that was Trojan into that a little bit, but there will be a separate server for the first iteration that will have to be loaded in your environment. But you can of course run on VMware that will handle the playbooks. So your current Bez, your current 4x5 Bez will not support playbook. There will be a separate server utility that will be for the support of the playbooks.
It's okay.
Okay.